Imagine waking up one day, realizing that despite working hard for years, your bank account hasn't grown. You're stuck in a cycle of earnings just enough to survive. What's missing? The answer lies in your financial intelligence. Today, we'll explore Robert Kiyosaki's book, Increasing Your Financial IQ, and uncover the 5 essential financial IQs that can transform your financial life. Chapter 1: Earning More Money, the Foundation of Financial Intelligence. Part 1: The Problem-Solving Mindset. Earning more money starts with solving problems. Every problem you solve creates value, and value translates into income. Ignoring problems leads to stagnation and financial decline. The more problems you solve, the more you earn. Think of it like this. If you have a toothache, you visit a dentist to solve the problem. Similarly, if you're not earning enough, you need to identify and solve the root cause of your financial pain. Part 2: The Domino Effect of Small Wins. Think of solving financial problems like climbing a ladder. Each step represents a small problem solved, and each step takes you higher. What happens if you skip steps? You'll fall behind, while others climb past you. Financial growth is a series of small, consistent wins. For example, if you're shy and hate rejection, that's a problem stopping you from becoming a better salesperson. Solve it by taking courses or reading books, and you'll sell more, earning more in the process. Part 3: The Story of the Farmer and the Rooster. A farmer gradually takes away the rooster's freedom until it's too late to fight back. First, the farmer stops the rooster from crowing. Then, he forces it to walk like a hen. Finally, he demands eggs. The rooster realizes too late that he should have fought back at the first request. The lesson? Solve problems early, or they'll grow into unmanageable crises. Don't wait until you're forced into decisions you hate, like working a job you despise just to pay the bills. Part 4: The Process over the Prize. Why do people give up on their dreams? They focus on the end goal, not the process. Wealth is built through the process of solving problems, not just the money itself. For example, becoming a doctor requires years of education and training. Many dream of the title, but give up because the process is too hard. What they don't realize is that the process is what makes them rich, not the title. Part 5: Actionable Tip. Start small. Identify one financial problem you've been avoiding and take a small step to solve it today. For instance, if you're bad at saving, start by setting aside just 5% of your income. Small actions build momentum and confidence, setting you on the path to financial growth. Chapter 2: Protecting Your Money, the Art of Financial Defense. Part 1: The Tax Trap. Taxes are one of the biggest threats to your wealth. Bureaucrats are experts at spending, not solving problems. Without a plan, taxes can eat up a significant portion of your income. Protect your money by understanding how taxes work. For example, Warren Buffett once said that he pays a percentage lower of his income in taxes than his secretary. Why? Because he earns portfolio and passive income, which are taxed differently. Part 2: The 3 Types of Income. Earned income is the most heavily taxed. This is the money you earn from a 9-to-5 job. Portfolio income comes from stocks, bonds, and investments. Passive income is generated from real estate, royalties, and businesses. Shift your focus to portfolios and passive income for better tax efficiency. For instance, if you own a rental property, the income it generates is taxed at a lower rate than your salary. Part 3: The Predators Among Us. Lawyers, brokers, And even loved ones can become financial predators. Use legal entities like LLCs to protect your assets. For example, if someone sues you, having your assets in an LLC can shield them from being seized. Remember, not all predators look dangerous. Some come in the form of cute, cuddly bunnies, people or organizations you trust, but have their hands in your pockets. Part 4. The importance of exit strategies. A business partnership gone wrong teaches us to always plan our exit before entering any agreement. For instance, if you start a business with a friend, have a buy-sell agreement in place. This protects you from future financial disasters, like being forced to sell your shares at a loss if things go south. Part 5. Actionable tips. Part 5. Actionable tips. Educate yourself. Learn about tax laws and legal structures. Knowledge is your best defense against financial predators. For example, read books on tax planning or consult a financial advisor. The more you know, the better you can protect your hard-earned money. Chapter 3. Budgetary Editing Your Money. The Blueprint for Financial Stability. Part 1. The Two Sides of Budgetary Editing. Budgetary editing is about balancing income and expenses. A surplus budget gives you financial freedom, while a deficit budget leads to stress and debt. Focus on increasing income, not just cutting expenses. For example, instead of skipping your morning coffee to save money, find a way to earn an extra $100 a month. Part 2. The Pay Yourself First Principle. Allocate a percentage of your income to savings before paying bills. This builds assets over time. For instance, if you earn $1,000 a month, set aside $300 for savings before paying your rent or utilities. This ensures you're building wealth, not just surviving. Part 3. The Story of Betty the Bookkeeper. Betty learns to prioritize savings over expenses when Robert Kiyosaki and his wife Kim started paying themselves first. Their bookkeeper, Betty, thought they were crazy, but over time, she saw how this strategy helped them build wealth. Paying yourself first is a mindset shift. Start small, even if it means cutting other expenses. Part 4. The Power of Hustle. Taking on side gigs to cover budget shortfalls builds resilience and creativity. For example, Kim Kiyosaki took modeling jobs and sold clothes to make extra money. Robert taught investment classes and even helped families move to earn extra cash. The key is to swallow your pride and do whatever it takes to make ends meet. Part 5. Actionable Tip. Track your spending. Use apps to monitor where your money goes. Awareness leads to better financial decisions. For example, if you notice you're spending too much on dining out, you can cut back and redirect that money towards savings or investments. Chapter 4. Leveraging Your Money. The Secret to Exponential Growth. Part 1. The Definition of Leverage. Leverage is doing more with less. It amplifies your efforts and resources. Without leverage, growth is slow and limited. Leverage is the key to scaling your wealth. For example, if you buy a property with a 20% down payment, the bank covers the remaining 80%. This means you control 100% of the asset with only 20% of the cost. Part 2. The 4 areas of control. Increase income through marketing and sales. Reduce expenses through automation and negotiation. Grow assets through investments. Manage liabilities through consolidation and refinancing. For instance, if you run a business, you can use systems to automate repetitive tasks, freeing up your time to focus on growth. Part 3. The role of other people's time and knowledge. Outsourcing tasks to focus on high-value activities frees up your time for strategic thinking. For example, if you're bad at editing videos, hire someone to do it for you. This allows you to focus on creating content, which is where your true value lies. Part 4. The network effect. Leveraging connections to create opportunities shows that your network is your net worth. For instance, if you want to start a YouTube channel but don't know how, a friend who knows a successful YouTuber can introduce you. This simple connection can save you months of trial and error. Part 5. Actionable tip. Start small with leverage. Use a small loan to invest in a side business. Learn the principles of leverage without taking on too much risk. For example, if you want to start an online store, borrow a small amount to buy inventory. This allows you to test the waters without risking your life savings. Chapter 5. Improving your financial information. The lifeline of modern wealth. Part 1. The power of information. Information is the currency of the modern world. It drives innovation and decision-making. Outdated information leads to poor decisions. Stay informed to stay ahead. For example, the founders of Facebook and YouTube used information and technology to build billion-dollar empires. Part 2. The double-edged sword of free information. The internet provides endless resources, but not all are reliable. Verify sources and cross-check information. For instance, if you read an article about investing, check the author's credentials and look for corroborating evidence before taking action. Part 3. The story of expired knowledge. Using outdated strategies in a rapidly changing world teaches us to continuously update our knowledge. For example, what worked in the industrial age, like relying on a single job for life, no longer applies in the information age. Part 4. The role of technology. Young entrepreneurs use technology to create billion-dollar businesses. Technology amplifies your ability to access and use information. For example, apps like Robinhood have democratized investing, allowing anyone to trade stocks from their phone. Part 5. Actionable tips. Dedicated time to learning. Spend 30 minutes daily reading or watching educational content. This keeps you informed and adaptable. For example, listening to podcasts or reading books on personal finance during your commute. Chapter 6. Building multiple streams of income. The path to financial freedom. Part 1. The importance of diversification. Relying on a single source of income is risky. Diversify your income streams to protect yourself from financial shocks. For example, if you lose your job, having a side hustle or rental property can provide a safety net. Part 2. The power of passive income. Passive income allows you to earn money while you sleep. Examples include rental properties, dividends from stocks, and royalties from creative work. The more passive income streams you build, the more financial freedom you'll have. Part 3. The story of the side hustle. Many successful entrepreneurs started with a side hustle. For instance, Steve Jobs started Apple in his garage while working at Atari. Your side hustle could be the seed of your future empire. Part 4. The role of investments. Investing is a powerful way to build wealth over time, whether it's stocks, real estate, or a small business. The key is to start early and be consistent. For example, if you invest $200 a month in the stock market with an average return of 7%, you'll have over $100,000 in 20 years. Part 5. Actionable tip. Start a side hustle. Identify a skill or hobby you can monetize. For example, if you're good at writing, starting a blog, or offering freelance services, even a small side hustle can grow into a significant income stream over time. Financial intelligence isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about building a system that grows your wealth over time. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, every problem you solve brings you closer to financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a financial boost. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.